Let's delve straight into the heart of the matter and explore the 5 reasons why you might be failing to achieve your goals due to a lack of clarity. Firstly, my friends, clarity enables us to define and visualize our goals. Picture this for a moment. You're on a journey to an unknown destination without a roadmap or a clear indication of where you are going. How can you expect to arrive at a specific location when you don't even know what that place looks like? Without a clear mental image of our goals, our efforts become diluted, and we are left wandering in the wilderness of mediocrity. To prevent this aimless wandering, we must create a vivid mental picture of our goals. We must paint a detailed description of what success looks like to us. By doing so, we bring our goals to life and connect with them on a deep emotional level. Remember, a goal without a clear mental image is merely a wish, but a goal with a crystal clear mental image becomes a burning desire that fuels our every action. Secondly, my fellow seekers of greatness, clarity provides us with a roadmap to success. Imagine driving on a dark and unfamiliar road without a GPS or roadmap. You would be left meandering through endless turns and dead-end streets, never reaching your desired destination. This is precisely what happens when we lack clarity in goal setting. With clarity, however, comes specificity. We become laser-focused on the steps we need to take to achieve our goals. Clarity empowers us to outline a clear roadmap, a step-by-step guide to success. It gives us direction and provides the necessary checkpoints to track our progress along the way. Furthermore, clarity allows us to prioritize our actions, distinguishing between what is merely urgent and what is truly important. It helps us filter out distractions and focus on the tasks that will bring us closer to our goals. Without clarity, we become victims of shiny object syndrome, constantly jumping from one idea to another, never truly making meaningful progress. Thirdly, my ambitious companions, clarity builds confidence and belief in ourselves. When we lack clarity, doubt seeps into our minds, casting shadows of uncertainty on our every move. Doubt erodes our belief in our abilities, making us question whether we are even capable of achieving our goals. But when we possess clarity, doubt and disbelief have no place in our hearts. Clarity provides us with a clear vision of our own potential and reminds us of what we are truly capable of achieving. It bolsters our confidence, allowing us to stand tall in the face of adversity and setbacks. With clarity, we become unwavering in our belief that we can and will achieve our goals, no matter the challenges that lie ahead. Think of clarity as the fuel that ignites the fire within us. It infuses our thoughts, actions, and behaviors with unwavering determination, propelling us forward even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Fourthly, my dedicated comrades, clarity allows us to measure our progress and make course corrections along the way. Imagine setting sail on a vast ocean, aiming to reach a distant shore without navigational equipment or clear markers. It would be nearly impossible to gauge how far you have come or how much farther you need to go. Clarity provides us with mile markers, enabling us to track our progress with precision. It allows us to celebrate the small victories along the way, building momentum and motivation as we inch closer to our goals. And when we encounter obstacles or detours, clarity guides our course corrections, ensuring that we stay on track and maintain our focus. Ultimately, my friends, clarity empowers us to become the captains of our own ships, navigating the unpredictable waters of life with confidence and poise. Lastly, my cherished audience, clarity aligns our actions with our values and purpose. Imagine pursuing a goal that conflicts with your deepest values and beliefs. The dissonance created by such a misalignment is akin to trying to swim against a strong current without making any progress. It is a draining and soul-sucking experience that leaves us feeling unfulfilled and unsatisfied. But when our goals are crystal clear, when they are in harmony with our core values and purpose, every action we take feels like a step towards fulfillment and genuine happiness. Clarity enables us to identify our true passions, our driving forces, and align them with our goals. This harmonization fuels our motivation, propelling us forward even when the going gets tough. Next, I want to talk to you about the impact of procrastination on goal achievement. This is a subject that is near and dear to my heart because I have witnessed firsthand how the simple act of postponing tasks can rob us of our dreams and aspirations. Procrastination, my friends, is an insidious thief that silently steals away our precious time, our opportunities, and our potential for greatness. It lurks in the shadows of our minds, whispering sweet lies and convincing us that there is always tomorrow, that we can start later, that there is no urgency in pursuing our goals. But let me tell you, my friends, tomorrow quickly turns into weeks, weeks turn into months, and before we know it, years have whizzed by, leaving us feeling unfulfilled and regretful. As a pioneer of personal development, I have met countless individuals who had dreams in their hearts, burning desires to achieve greatness and leave a lasting impact on the world. But sadly, many of them fell victim to the seductive trap of procrastination. They convinced themselves that they needed more time, more resources, more knowledge before they could take action, and in doing so, they let their dreams slip through their fingers, never to be realized. But why does procrastination hold such power over us? Why do we allow ourselves to be swayed by its deceptive promises of a more convenient time? The answer lies in our basic human nature, my friends. We are creatures of comfort and instant gratification. We seek pleasure and avoid pain, and procrastination offers us a temporary escape from the discomfort and challenges that come with pursuing our goals. But I stand before you today to tell you that succumbing to procrastination will only lead to mediocrity and unfulfilled potential. It is time for us to rise above our tendencies for short-term comfort and embrace the long-term satisfaction of achieving our goals. It is time for us to break free from the chains of procrastination and unlock the door to our true potential. So how do we overcome procrastination, you may ask? Allow me to share with you a few strategies that have proven to be effective in my own journey and the lives of countless others who have rejected procrastination and embraced productivity. First and foremost, my friends, we must cultivate a clear vision of what we want to achieve. The power of purpose and a clear sense of direction cannot be overstated. When we have a crystal clear vision of our goals, when we can see them in vivid detail in our minds, the motivation to take action becomes irresistible. We must vividly imagine how our lives will be transformed once we achieve our goals. We must connect with the emotions, the joy, and the sense of fulfillment that will flow into our lives once we have persevered and overcome the challenges that lie along the path to success. Once we have a compelling vision, the next step is to break our goals down into manageable and actionable steps. The truth is, my friends, that the most overwhelming tasks become manageable when we break them down into smaller, bite-sized actions. Rather than trying to tackle the whole mountain at once, we begin by taking that first step, then the next, and the one after that, until we have gained enough momentum to carry us forward. It is in taking consistent and focused action that we edge closer to the attainment of our goals. But taking action alone is not enough. We must also equip ourselves with the right skills, knowledge, and resources. Procrastination often takes hold when we feel ill-prepared or lack certainty about how to move forward. Therefore, we must commit ourselves to ongoing learning and personal growth. We must invest in ourselves, whether through reading books, attending seminars, or seeking the guidance of mentors and coaches. The more we invest in our own development, the more confident and capable we become, thereby eliminating the excuses that fuel procrastination. However, my friends, even with a clear vision, actionable steps, and the necessary skills, there will be times when we face setbacks and unexpected challenges. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at us, testing our resolve and pushing us to our limits. It is during these moments that our commitment to our goals and our ability to push through the discomfort becomes truly tested. We must steel ourselves, summon our inner strength, and persevere with unwavering determination. Next, I want to talk about developing the right mindset for success. Success is not a coincidence. It is a result of a deliberate and conscious decision to cultivate the right habits and mindset. It is about understanding that success is not merely a destination, but a journey. It is about recognizing that the choices we make and the mindset we adopt are the determining factors in our pursuit of greatness. Many people yearn for success in their lives, but few are willing to invest the time and effort required to develop the mindset necessary. They expect success to fall into their lap without putting in the necessary work or taking full responsibility for their own growth. But let me tell you, my friends, success is not for the faint of heart. It requires dedication, discipline, and above all, the willingness to develop the right mindset that will propel you forward in the face of adversity. So how do we develop this mindset for success? We start by understanding that our thoughts shape our reality. What we think, we become. Our thoughts are the seeds from which our actions sprout, and ultimately, our outcomes are determined. If you want to experience success on a grand scale, you must first start by cultivating a positive and optimistic mindset. You must learn to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to see challenges as stepping stones to growth, and to believe in your own abilities even when the world doubts you. It is easy to get caught up in the negativity that surrounds us. The media bombards us with stories of failure, scarcity, and hopelessness. But if we allow these external influences to dictate our thoughts, we will never be able to break free from the chains of mediocrity. Instead, here's the revised text. We must consciously choose to feed our minds with positivity and inspiration, surround ourselves with people who uplift and challenge us, read books that expand our horizons, listen to audios, and attend seminars that fill our minds with new ideas and possibilities. Remember, excellence is not an accident. It is a result of consistent effort and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. It is about pushing ourselves beyond our limits, even when the odds are stacked against us. Success is not meant for a select few. It is available to each and every one of us. But it requires us to believe in ourselves and take massive action. It requires us to adopt a growth mindset, a mindset that understands that our abilities are not fixed but can be developed through dedication, hard work, and perseverance. So, my friends, let me ask you this. What is your vision for your life? What do you aspire to achieve? Are you willing to develop the necessary mindset that will propel you towards your goals, regardless of the obstacles that may arise along the way? Success begins with a vision that is crystal clear in your mind. It is about defining what success means to you and mapping out a plan to achieve it. Without a clear vision, we are like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly without purpose or direction. But once we have a vision, we must couple it with unwavering belief. We must have faith in our abilities and trust that we have what it takes to achieve our dreams. As Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Belief is a powerful force that can move mountains. It is the fuel that will keep you going when the going gets tough. You see, my friends, dreams without action are merely fantasies. They are idle hopes that will never materialize unless we are willing to roll up our sleeves and put in the work. Too often, people get caught up in the paralysis of analysis, overthinking and overplanning, without ever taking that crucial first step. Success demands action. It requires that we get out of our comfort zones and face our fears head on. It requires us to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. It is through action that we gain the necessary experience and wisdom to propel us forward. Consistency is what separates the winners from the also-rans. It is about developing daily habits and rituals that align with our vision. It is about putting in the effort even when we don't feel like it, because we understand that success is not just about motivation but about discipline and resilience. And finally, my friends, success is not achieved in isolation. It is a collective effort that requires the support and guidance of those who have walked the path before us. Surround yourself with mentors and coaches who will push you to new heights, who will hold you accountable to your goals, and who will support you through the inevitable ups and downs of life. Success is not a journey that we undertake alone. It is a journey that is meant to be shared with others. Remember, the more we give, the more we receive. As the old saying goes, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Next, I would like to discuss a topic of utmost importance on the path to success: accountability. Yes, accountability is that magical ingredient that separates dreamers from achievers, mediocrity from excellence, and failure from triumph. It is the cornerstone upon which we build the foundation of our goals, our ambitions, and our ultimate destiny. Today, I implore you to embrace accountability with open arms and allow it to guide you towards the fulfillment of your wildest dreams. Simply put, accountability is taking responsibility for our actions, our decisions, and our outcomes. It is recognizing that we are the architects of our own lives, the authors of our own stories. Accountability is not merely a buzzword, but rather a state of mind, a way of life. It demands that we question our choices, evaluate our progress, and adjust our course when necessary. Without accountability, our goals become shadows in the mist, lacking substance and direction. We can dream of greatness, envision success, and set our intentions, but unless we hold ourselves accountable for the steps required to achieve those dreams, they will forever remain distant fantasies. Accountability is the compass that steers us towards our desired destination. Picture in your mind an architect designing the blueprint for a grand skyscraper. The architect meticulously plans every detail, accounting for the materials, the dimensions, and the structural integrity. Without accountability, the building would crumble and collapse, reduced to mere rubble. Similarly, our goals cannot withstand the test of time without the firm hand of accountability guiding our actions and decisions in the pursuit of our ambitions. Accountability serves as a mirror reflecting our true selves. It forces us to confront our weaknesses, our shortcomings, and our self-imposed limitations. It compels us to face the uncomfortable truth that the blame for our failures lies solely with us. Yet, accountability is not a stick to beat ourselves with, but rather a torch that illuminates the path to improvement. It empowers us to take ownership of our mistakes, learn from them, and strive for continuous growth. Think about the great athletes who have graced the fields, the courts, and the arenas of our world. Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, Muhammad Ali. They were not merely talented individuals. They were individuals who embraced accountability with unwavering devotion. They understood that their success was not solely dependent on their natural gifts, but also on their commitment to honing their skills, their discipline in training, and their resolute belief in themselves. They took responsibility for their performance, acknowledging that their victories came through hard work, persistence, and a burning desire for excellence. Now, my friends, let me share a secret with you. Accountability is not a burden thrust upon us by external forces. It is a gift we give to ourselves. It empowers us to reclaim control over our lives and to shape our own destiny. When we hold ourselves accountable, we shatter the chains of victimhood, freeing ourselves from the clutches of circumstances, excuses, and blame. We become masters of our own fate, catalysts for change, and creators of our own success. So, my dear friends, how do we infuse our lives with accountability and reap the bountiful fruits it bears? Firstly, it starts with setting clear, measurable goals. Without a target to aim for, how can we hold ourselves accountable for progress? Take a moment to ponder your dreams, your aspirations, and the legacy you wish to leave behind. Write them down, visualize them, and create a roadmap that leads you towards them. Secondly, accountability thrives in an environment of self-reflection and self-evaluation. Dedicate time each day to assess your actions, your choices, and their alignment with your goals. Be brutally honest with yourself and ask the tough questions. Have I done everything in my power today to move closer to my goals? What actions can I take tomorrow to improve my chances of success? Accountability flourishes when we challenge ourselves and strive for continual growth. Additionally, it is crucial to surround ourselves with individuals who champion our goals and hold us accountable. Seek out mentors, coaches, and like-minded individuals who will support and challenge you in equal measure. These individuals will serve as your accountability partners, providing guidance, motivation, and the occasional firm nudge when needed. Furthermore, evolve beyond mere goal setting and embrace the power of daily habits. Cultivate a routine that champions productivity, discipline, and small wins. Remember, accountability is not a grand gesture, but rather a series of consistent commitments to your goals. It is the accumulation of daily disciplined actions that propel us forward, step by step, inch by inch, towards the pinnacle of success. Lastly, I would like to share with you my thoughts on a topic that is so close to my heart: overcoming fear and taking action. You see, each one of us has dreams buried deep within our hearts. Dreams of success, happiness, and fulfillment. Dreams that have the power to inspire and transform our lives. Yet, far too often, Fear holds us back from pursuing those dreams with all the energy and enthusiasm that we possess. Fear, my friends, is the greatest hurdle we must overcome in our journey towards personal and professional growth. It cripples our potential, extinguishes our dreams, and suffocates our ambitions. But here's the thing. Fear is nothing more than a product of our imagination. It is an illusion that we create in our minds, and it has no real power over us unless we allow it to. Imagine the possibilities if we could eradicate fear from our lives. Imagine the heights we could reach, the lives we could touch, and the impact we could make. It is not an unattainable dream. It is a reality that each one of us can embrace. But to do so, we must first develop the courage to confront our fears head-on and take action. First and foremost, we must understand that fear is a natural emotion. It is part of the human experience, and we cannot eliminate it entirely. However, what we can do is control how we respond to fear. We can choose whether to let it consume us or use it as a catalyst for growth. Fear, in its essence, is an indication that we are stepping outside our comfort zones. It is a sign that we are venturing into unknown territory where failure and disappointment may lurk. But here's a secret that I want to share with you. Growth isn't possible without discomfort. If we desire to soar to new heights, we must be willing to leave the cozy nest of familiarity behind and embrace the unknown. Think back to a time when you truly challenged yourself, when you pushed beyond the limits of what you thought were possible. It may have been an athletic endeavor, a public speaking engagement, or a business venture. In those moments, fear crept in, enticing you to retreat to the safety of the familiar. But you chose differently. You took the leap, faced your fears, and what happened? You grew. You expanded your horizons, discovered hidden strengths, and tapped into a reservoir of potential that you never knew existed. But how do we find the courage to face our fears head-on? It begins with developing a burning desire, a passionate longing for something greater than our fears. When our desire for success, happiness, and fulfillment outweighs the comfort of our current circumstances, we become unstoppable. Our dreams become a magnet that pulls us forward, propelling us through the barriers of fear and into the realm of possibility. Furthermore, we must surround ourselves with individuals who inspire and uplift us. As the late Charlie "Tremendous" Jones once said, "You will be the same person in 5 years as you are today, except for the people you meet and the books you read." The company we keep has a profound influence on our thoughts, actions, and beliefs. If we surround ourselves with individuals who embody courage, resilience, and a thirst for growth, it becomes infectious. We absorb their energy, adopt their mindset, and our fears begin to wither away under the nurturing sun of possibility. In addition to cultivating our desires and surrounding ourselves with positive influences, we must also develop a mindset of continuous learning and improvement. Fear often stems from a lack of knowledge or experience in a particular area. By investing in our personal development, we equip ourselves with the tools and skills necessary to confront our fears with confidence. Read voraciously, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, seek out mentors. Do whatever it takes to expand your knowledge and broaden your horizons. Remember, to conquer fear, we must replace it with knowledge and understanding. As Abraham Lincoln once said, "I will study and get ready, and perhaps my chance will come." Finally, my friends, I want to leave you with a powerful thought. When we take action in the face of fear, not only do we elevate ourselves, but we also inspire those around us to do the same. Our courage becomes contagious, spreading like wildfire through our families, our communities, and even the world. So, my dear friends, let us make a solemn promise to ourselves today. A promise to confront our fears head-on, to take action in spite of them, and to unleash our true potential upon the world. Our dreams are waiting, and it is up to us to gather the courage to chase them relentlessly. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts on overcoming fear and taking action as we embark upon part 2 of our journey towards personal development. May the flame of courage burn brightly within each one of us, guiding us towards a future filled with fulfillment, purpose, and limitless possibilities. Thank you. Hello, my friends. Today, I want to talk to you about a topic that I believe is crucial for anyone who wants to achieve success in life. We all have goals and dreams that we want to accomplish, but sometimes it can feel like we are constantly falling short. In today's message, I want to address the 5 reasons why you may not be achieving your goals, and more importantly, how to fix it. I know the feeling of frustration and disappointment when things don't go as planned. I've been there myself, and I've seen countless others struggle with the same issue. But the good news is, you are not alone. Many people face this challenge, and by listening to this message, you can turn things around and start making progress towards your goals. So, if you're someone who is tired of feeling stuck and ready to take control of your life, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you some powerful insights and strategies that will help you overcome the obstacles that are holding you back from achieving your goals. Get ready to take notes because by the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of what's been holding you back and how to fix it. So, let's dive in and discover the 5 reasons why you're not achieving your goals and how to fix it. Number 5 is the lack of clarity. We all have dreams and aspirations, don't we? We set goals for ourselves, we make plans, and we work hard towards achieving them. But how many of us actually reach our goals? How many of us can confidently say that we are living the life we always wanted? Unfortunately, the answer is not many, and the reason for this is simple: lack of clarity. You see, clarity is the foundation of success. Without it, we are like ships without a compass, drifting aimlessly in the vast ocean of life. We may have a general idea of where we want to go, but without a clear destination in mind, we are bound to get lost along the way. And that is exactly what happens to most people. They have a vague idea of what they want, but they lack the clarity to turn that idea into a definite goal. So, what exactly do I mean by lack of clarity? Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to build a house. You have the land, the resources, and the manpower, but you don't have a blueprint or a clear plan of how the house should look like. You just start building without any direction or purpose. What do you think the end result will be? A chaotic, haphazard structure that is neither functional nor aesthetically pleasing. The same goes for our goals. Without a clear plan and a specific vision, we are bound to end up with a life that is far from what we truly desire. Now, you may be thinking, but Jim, I know what I want. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. I want to be financially stable. And that's great, but it's not enough. You need to be more specific. What does success mean to you? What does happiness look like for you? How much money do you want to have? You see, the more specific you are, the clearer your vision becomes, and the easier it is for you to create a plan to achieve it. But why do we struggle with clarity? Why is it so difficult for us to be specific about our goals? There are a few reasons for this. First, we are afraid to dream big. We limit ourselves and our potential by setting small, safe goals. We are afraid to fail, so we don't allow ourselves to dream beyond our comfort zone. But let me tell you, the biggest regrets in life are not the things we did, but the things we didn't do. So, don't be afraid to dream big. Allow yourself to imagine a life that is beyond your wildest dreams. Secondly, we often lack clarity because we don't know ourselves well enough. We are so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life that we forget to take a step back and reflect on who we are, what we truly want, and what our strengths and weaknesses are. We are so busy trying to please others and fit into societal norms that we lose sight of our own desires and passions. But the truth is, you cannot achieve clarity without self-awareness. Take the time to get to know yourself, your values, and your purpose. Only then can you create goals that align with your true self. Lastly, we lack clarity because we don't take the time to plan. We live in a fast-paced world where everything is instant. We want quick results, and we want them now. But success doesn't work that way. It requires patience, persistence, and a well-thought-out plan. You cannot expect to achieve your goals without putting in the time and effort to plan for them. As the saying goes, failing to plan is planning to fail. So, what can we do to fix this lack of clarity? The first step is to dream big. Allow yourself to imagine a life that is beyond your current reality. Don't limit yourself by what you think is possible. Dream without boundaries, and then work backwards to create a plan to turn that dream into a reality. Next, get to know yourself. Spend time reflecting on who you are, what you want, and what you are truly capable of. Identify your strengths and weaknesses and use them to your advantage. Understand your values and your purpose, and let them guide you towards your goals. And lastly, take the time to plan. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Break them down into smaller, actionable steps, and create a timeline to achieve them. And most importantly, be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and your goals may change along the way. Don't be afraid to adapt and adjust your plan accordingly. Now, to number 4. I have spent my life studying and teaching the principles of success, and one of the most common reasons why people fail to achieve their goals is because of a lack of commitment. Commitment, my friends, is the foundation of success. It is the unwavering dedication and determination to see things through, no matter what challenges may come our way. Without commitment, our dreams and goals will remain just that, dreams and goals, never to be realized. So why is it that so many of us struggle with commitment? Why do we find it so difficult to stick to our goals and see them through to the end? Well, the first reason is that we often set goals that are not truly our own. We are influenced by external factors such as societal expectations, family pressure, or peer pressure, and we end up setting goals that are not aligned with our true passions and desires. For example, you may have set a goal to become a doctor because your parents wanted you to, but deep down, your true passion lies in music. And so, when the going gets tough in your medical studies, you lack the commitment to push through because your heart is not in it. This is why it is crucial to set goals that are truly your own, that align with your passions and values. The second reason for a lack of commitment is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. We often let our fears hold us back from fully committing to our goals. We are afraid of what others might think if we fail, or we are afraid of the sacrifices we may have to make to achieve our goals. But let me tell you this, my friends, fear is just a temporary emotion. It is not a permanent state of being, and the only way to overcome fear is to face it head on. Embrace your fears, use them as fuel to propel you towards your goals, and remember, failure is not the opposite of success, but rather a stepping stone towards it. The third reason for a lack of commitment is a lack of clarity. Many of us set vague and ambiguous goals, and as a result, we lack the commitment to see them through. For example, you may have set a goal to lose weight or save money, but these goals are not specific enough. How much weight do you want to lose? By when? How much money do you want to save? For what purpose? Without a clear and specific goal, it is challenging to stay committed because we don't have a clear direction or purpose. So, my friends, I urge you to set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This will give you a clear roadmap towards your goals, and you will be more committed to seeing them through. Now, let me share with you some practical tips on how to fix a lack of commitment. The first step is to find your why. Why do you want to achieve this goal? What is your motivation? When you have a strong enough reason why, you will find the commitment to see it through, no matter what. The second step is to create a plan of action. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Break down your goal into smaller, manageable tasks, and create a timeline for each task. This will give you a sense of direction and help you stay committed to the process. The third step is to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Rohn once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." So, if you want to be successful, surround yourself with successful people. Find a mentor, join a mastermind group, or simply spend time with people who share your goals and values. Their support and encouragement will keep you committed and motivated. And finally, my friends, the most critical step in fixing a lack of commitment is to take action. Commitment without action is meaningless. It is not enough to say you are committed to your goals. You must take action towards them every single day. Even if it's just a small step, it is still progress, and progress, no matter how small, will keep you motivated and committed. Now, to number 3, which I take very seriously. Let me ask you this. How many of you have set goals for yourself and failed to achieve them? I'm sure many of you have, and the truth is, we have all been there at some point in our lives. We start off with great enthusiasm and determination, but as time goes by, we lose that drive and our goals remain unfulfilled. But why does this happen? Why do we fail to achieve our goals? The answer is simple: lack of accountability. Accountability is the glue that holds our goals together. It is the driving force behind our actions and the key to our success. Without accountability, our goals are nothing but mere wishes. We can dream about them all we want, but unless we take responsibility for our actions, they will remain out of reach. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is accountability? Well, let me break it down for you. Accountability is the willingness to take ownership of our actions and their consequences. It is the ability to answer for our decisions and the determination to see them through. It is the commitment to ourselves and our goals, and the courage to hold ourselves accountable when we fall short. So, why is accountability so crucial in achieving our goals? The answer is simple. It keeps us on track. When we are accountable, we are more likely to stick to our plans and work towards our goals. It gives us a sense of responsibility and pushes us to take action. It also helps us stay focused and motivated even when faced with challenges and setbacks. On the other hand, when we lack accountability, we tend to make excuses and blame others for our failures. We procrastinate, get distracted, and lose sight of our goals. We become victims of our circumstances, and our dreams slowly fade away. But let me tell you, my friends, we are not victims. We are creators of our destiny, and it is up to us to take control of our lives and hold ourselves accountable for our actions. Now, you might be thinking, how do I become more accountable? Well, the first step is to take ownership of your goals. You must have a clear understanding of what you want to achieve and why it is important to you. Once you have a strong sense of purpose, it becomes easier to hold yourself accountable. The second step is to set specific and measurable goals. Many of us make the mistake of setting vague goals like, I want to be successful, or I want to be healthier. But what does success or health mean to you? How will you know when you have achieved it? Without clear and measurable goals, it is challenging to hold ourselves accountable. The third step is to create a plan of action. Your plan should include specific steps that you will take to achieve your goals. It should also have a timeline so you know when to complete each task. Having a plan not only keeps you organized, but also makes it easier to hold yourself accountable. The fourth step is to find an accountability partner. This could be a friend, family member, or a coach who will hold you accountable for your actions. Having someone to answer to can be a powerful motivator. It also helps to have someone who can provide support and guidance when you face challenges. The fifth and most crucial step is to take action. You can have the most well-defined goals and the best plan, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. So, my friends, I urge you to take action towards your goals every single day. It doesn't have to be a big step. Even small actions can make a significant difference in the long run. Now, I know that being accountable is not always easy. It requires discipline, determination, and a strong mindset. But let me tell you, the rewards are worth it. When you hold yourself accountable, you become the master of your destiny. You become unstoppable, and nothing can stand in the way of your success. Now, to the number 2 reason. One thing that I have noticed is that every successful person has one thing in common. They have a clear plan to achieve their goals. But unfortunately, not everyone is able to achieve their goals. Many of us struggle and wonder why we are not able to make our dreams a reality. Well, the answer is simple. We do not have a plan. Yes, my friends, not having a plan is one of the biggest reasons why you are not achieving your goals. You see, having a goal is not enough. It is just a wish, a desire, a dream. But a goal without a plan is just wishful thinking. It is like trying to build a house without a blueprint. You may have all the materials and the tools, but without a plan, you will end up with a chaotic mess. So, the first step to achieving your goals is to have a plan. And I'm not talking about a vague, half-hearted plan. I am talking about a deep, detailed, well-thought-out plan that outlines every step you need to take to reach your goal. Now, some of you may argue that you do have a plan. You have written down your goals, and you know what you want to achieve. But let me ask you this. Do you have a timeline? Do you have a list of action steps? Do you have a daily, weekly, or monthly plan to work towards your goal? A timeline gives your goal a sense of urgency and helps you stay on track. It also allows you to break down your goal into smaller, achievable chunks. But having a timeline is not enough. You also need to have a list of action steps. These are the specific tasks that you need to do to reach your goal. For example, if your goal is to start a business, your action steps could be researching your target market, creating a business plan, and finding funding options. These action steps will guide you and keep you focused on what needs to be done. And finally, you need to have a daily, weekly, or monthly plan to work towards your goal. This is where most people fail. They have a goal, they have a timeline, and they have a list of action steps, but they do not have a plan to actually do the work. They rely on motivation and willpower to get things done, which, as we all know, is not a sustainable approach. Instead, you need to have a plan that outlines what you will do each day, each week, and each month to work towards your goal. This will not only keep you organized and on track, but it will also help you develop the discipline and consistency that is necessary for success. But having a plan is just the first step. The next step is to take action. You can have the most detailed and well thought out plan, but if you do not take action, it is all for nothing. As the saying goes, a goal without action is just a dream. And let me tell you, my friends, taking action is not easy. It requires hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and facing your fears. It means sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term success. But trust me when I say this, the rewards of taking action far outweigh the temporary discomfort. So, if you want to achieve your goals, you need to take action. And not just any action, but consistent and focused action. You need to show up every day and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Because success is not about luck or talent. It is about consistent effort and determination. And lastly, my friends, I want to remind you that failure is a part of the journey. You may have a plan, you may take action, but you may still face setbacks and failures along the way. But do not let these failures discourage you. Instead, use them as learning opportunities and keep moving forward. As Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Now, to the number one reason you all have been waiting for. We all have dreams and goals that we want to achieve, whether it's in our personal or professional lives. We set these goals with enthusiasm and determination, but somewhere along the way, we encounter roadblocks and setbacks that make us question our abilities. We start to doubt ourselves, and fear creeps in. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of disappointing ourselves and others. But let me tell you this, fear is not the enemy. It is a natural emotion that we all experience. It's how we handle that fear that makes all the difference. You see, fear can either paralyze us or propel us towards our goals. It's up to us to choose. So why are we so afraid of failure? The answer is simple. We have been conditioned to believe that failure is a bad thing. We are taught to avoid failure at all costs, and if we do fail, we are labeled as losers. But let me ask you this. How can we grow and learn without failing? Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. It is through our failures that we gain valuable lessons and experiences that shape us into the person we need to be to achieve our goals. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in history have failed numerous times before they achieved their goals. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity and having no original ideas. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a news anchor because she was deemed unfit for TV. These individuals could have let their fear of failure hold them back, but they didn't. They persevered and used their failures as stepping stones towards their success. But what about us? Why do we let our fear of failure stop us from achieving our goals? The answer is simple. We are afraid of what others will think of us. We are afraid of being judged and ridiculed. We are afraid of not meeting the expectations of our friends, family, and society. But let me tell you this, the opinions of others should not dictate our actions. We should not let the fear of what others will think hold us back from pursuing our dreams. You see, fear of failure is not just about failing, it's about the fear of the unknown. We are comfortable in our current state, and the thought of stepping out of our comfort zone and taking risks scares us. But let me tell you this, growth and success do not happen in our comfort zones. We have to be willing to take risks, make mistakes, and fail in order to achieve our goals. So how do we overcome our fear of failure? The first step is to change our mindset. Instead of seeing failure as a negative thing, we should view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. We should embrace failure and use it as a tool to improve ourselves. The second step is to set realistic goals. Often, we set ourselves up for failure by setting unrealistic goals. We have to be honest with ourselves and set achievable goals that we can work towards. This will not only boost our confidence, but also help us overcome our fear of failure. The third step is to take action. Fear of failure often paralyzes us, and we end up not taking any action towards our goals. We have to break out of this cycle and take small steps towards our goals every day. Action is the antidote to fear. Lastly, we have to surround ourselves with positive and supportive people. The people we surround ourselves with have a significant impact on our mindset and actions. We should seek out individuals who uplift us, encourage us, and push us to be our best selves. These people will help us overcome our fear of failure and support us on our journey toward success. In closing, my friends, fear of failure is a natural emotion that we all experience. It's how we handle that fear that determines our success. We have to change our mindset, set realistic goals, take action, and surround ourselves with positive and supportive people to overcome our fear of failure. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone towards your goals. In the next part of our journey, we will dive deeper into personal development and how it can help us overcome our fears and achieve our goals. Thank you.
Free of being happy. Now turning to heartbreaking. Why is love not endless, but love turned into hurt? Why is life when she's over? Dear love has never been plain. Give our love unto the end. Nothing but loneliness. Love has never been plain. Give our love unto the end. Nothing but loneliness. Love.
Thank you.